let's chase those January blues away with some sick new Xbox Game Pass editions, starting with a true cult classic. Telepathically connected pod babies, watery purgatorial underworlds, rain that makes you old. Death Stranding is just simply built different from other games. Hideo Kojima's star-studded adventure takes players to a strange dystopian world where they'll be trying to deliver cargo while avoiding these invisible, otherworldly beings and 3D printing some bridges. It is kind of the ultimate it all makes sense when you play a game, and one that everybody should try at least once. And the best way to do that is with the spruced up Director's Cut, which comes to Xbox Game Pass Premium and Ultimate for console, cloud and PC on January 21st. And it's also been handheld optimized too, so you can hop into Kojima's bizarre world wherever you are. Just maybe expect a few weird looks over your shoulder. Like, what the hell is going on? Console players have already been getting their disaster recovery on in Roadcraft, but you really need all hands on deck in situations like these, which is why the game is expanding to PC from January 21st. Available on Game Pass Premium and Ultimate, Roadcraft is an extremely authentic driving sim from the team behind the Mud and SnowRunner games. This time around though, your job is to show up at the site of various natural disasters and, make yourself useful, clearing debris, making repairs and being very, very careful where you point that bulldozer. Powered by an extremely realistic physics engine, and Roadcraft just makes you feel the full logistic challenge of these sorts of operations, which makes it all the more satisfying when you get the job done. I reckon Xbox Game Pass is the place to be for fans of dudes in slinky all-black outfits slicing the ever-living life out of people. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black and the latest entry, Ninja Gaiden 4, are both available right now, and Ragebound is going to be joining them on January 21st. This side-scrolling slice-em-up takes the series back to its 2D roots, with a beautifully reimagined version of the original game's world and a brand new story, starring a brand new ninja. But don't let those retro looks fool you. The combat here is as deep and as brutal as anything you'll find in the 3D games, demanding just as much speed and precision as well. So here's a question for you. While you're getting your thumbs warmed up, what's your favourite 2D action game? Hit the comments and let me know. I think I'll go for Silksong. If you're looking for a puzzle game that will force you to go full galaxy brain, then look no further than the Talos Principle 2. Coming to Game Pass Premium and Ultimate on January 27th, this first-person adventure takes place in a world where mankind is gone, but its thoughts live on in a city of robots. Equipped with all sorts of cool sci-fi powers, you'll explore the city and solve its puzzles to uncover its secrets, and find out where your fleshy predecessors went wrong. After all, those who fail to learn from history are doomed to something. I don't know. The quote is from a long time ago, so I figure it can't be that important. I know that we love a bit of cyberpunk here at Xbox On, so can I interest you in Anno Mutationem? Wait, I've got another. Mutationem? I barely know him. Okay, moving on. Anno Mutationem is an action RPG that seamlessly blends 3D exploration with 2D action platforming, and which does it with a heck of a lot of style. Playing as a one-girl army named Anne, you'll get to kick all sorts of ass using blades, bombs, and your own two fists as you batter your way through a futuristic metropolis. But you also get to make a life for yourself there, taking part-time jobs and petting cyborg corgis as you see fit. I'd like to see you come up with another game that can do that. Anno Mutationem is another handheld optimized title, which is great for quick bursts of 2D action while you're on the go, and it's going to be coming to Xbox Game Pass Premium and Ultimate on January 28th. Drop Duchy will be making its Xbox console debut and coming straight to Game Pass Premium and Ultimate on January 28th. This wacky genre mashup starts out as a Tetris-style block dropper where you're fitting these tiles snugly into place. Only these tiles contain hills and forests and military outposts, so you're actually building a battlefield. And once the screen fills, that's where you'll be duking it out with your enemies, so hopefully you haven't left all your reinforcements on the wrong side of a river. As you play, you'll unlock more tiles, which become even more powerful when used in the right combinations, adding a whole kind of deck-buildy layer of strategy to the skirmishes. If you ever looked at The Sims and thought, oh, these guys suck, they aren't nearly cute or colourful enough, then honestly that's kind of mean, but also maybe you should just check out MySims Cozy Bundle, which contains not one, but 2 games. MySims and MySims Kingdom invite players into a sleepy town and a magical realm where things have gotten a bit drab. So it's up to you to get things going again, gathering resources and then using them to rebuild the place according to your own unique tastes. Along the way, you'll get the chance to help your new neighbours out and start building some friendships too. It's all very cute, and MySims Cozy Bundle will be available to Xbox Game Pass PC and Ultimate subscribers from the 29th. Of course, if you prefer the regular, less square noggin Sims, then the Sims 4 EA Play Edition is also available now on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. You simply cannot keep a good Space Marine down, which is why Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 will be joining the first game on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and Premium on January 29th. This time around, Titus has given up his military career to run a boutique bakery specialising in artisanal crepes. Except, no, of course he hasn't. He's still spending all day, every day, beating the absolute daylights out of whatever the galaxy throws at him. Cue another exhilarating campaign filled with fiery gunfights and brutal melee finishes, one that's even more fun if you tag in a couple of buddies to stomp some skulls with you in co-op. If you want to experience the absurdist comedy, existential despair, and morbid beauty of a classic Russian novel without, actually reading one, well, you should definitely check out Indika. This narrative-driven game takes place in the 19th century and stars a young nun as she heads off on a journey of self-discovery, along with her constant companion, the devil. Along the way, she'll be asked major questions about faith and free will that the player will have to guide her through as best they can. And when she's feeling nostalgic, they'll get to play through some flashbacks that are rendered as retro-style pixel art minigames because, sure, why not? Indika is another wonderfully weird game, and it's going to be hitting Xbox Game Pass Ultimate on February 2nd. Xbox Game Pass Premium and Ultimate subscribers who have been enjoying the lush pixel remaster of the original Final Fantasy, and we certainly did when we streamed it over on Twitch, will be delighted to hear that the equally lush pixel remaster of the second Final Fantasy will also be available from February 3rd. Final Fantasy II stars a young warrior who joins up with the local rebels to put an evil empire back in its place. I mean, it's a tale as old as time, really. The second game, though, built on the OG with an improved growth system that saw your stats increasing based on what you actually used, making your whole epic quest feel just a lot more personal. And the remaster makes things even better by chucking in loads of lovely modernizations to make the whole thing play just a bit smoother. 2026 has definitely started pretty well, and it's going to get even better, so make sure you subscribe to hear about everything else Xbox has in store. Bye!